A 6-year-old child from a farming family casually draws a picture, which causes all the major bookstores to scramble for it. Those who failed to get it even told him to leave the city and not take the main road.
Wait a minute, it's your shop that doesn't want to print new books? What does that have to do with me? Who told you that? Last time you came, I didn't hesitate at all and bought your painting right away. But you never said that if you had something next time, I should come to you. By the way, brother, how should I address you?
I'm from the Chen family. My name is Meng Yang Cheng.
From now on, sell all your paintings to me, how about it? Sure, but you'll have to pay more. Don't worry, my family is wealthy. Would they be able to send me to the Gao Clan Academy? If we weren't, brother, don't make things difficult for me. The Gao Clan Academy only admits 10 students a year. It's really hard to get in. Also, Scholar Gao's elder in his family passed away, and he wanted to return home to observe mourning for 3 years, but the emperor didn't allow it. Can you understand that? Scholar Gao holds the high rank of a third-grade official, yet the emperor completely disregarded his dignity. It seems he's already lost favor with the emperor. Even if permission were granted, I'm afraid he wouldn't be reinstated after 3 years. Thank you for letting me know, Brother Meng. It's nothing. But you must remember our agreement today. Since Scholar Gao's career at court is probably over, we shouldn't go to the Gao Clan Academy anymore, lest we get branded with the mark of the Gao family. Eighth, madam, let me take you for a stroll around the Zhou residence. You finally decided to come back and visit your mother, and I thought you'd forgotten that the Zhou family still has your aging parents. Master Zhou, you're only 26 this year, not even at the age of establishing yourself. You're hardly old, still as glib-tongued as ever.
After exchanging a few pleasantries, the blind man told Zhou Rong the news about Scholar Gao. If what you say is true, then Jibai can no longer attend the Gao Clan Academy. I don't know whether it's true or not. You'll have to investigate it yourself, Master Zhu. If this turns out to be true, I'm afraid you also need to leave the Gao Clan Academy as soon as possible, Master Zhou. Oh, and by the way, things over there aren't the same as they are here. You'll need to study hard if you want to have a future. These are my reflections from years of studying. Take them home and read them carefully. If you run into any difficulties, feel free to come to me. Thank you, father. How about you take me as your teacher instead? No. Since we are father and son, our bond is unbreakable. The title of mentor should be reserved for someone else. You rascal, you see things even more clearly than your father. If you ever become an official in the court, you'll surely thrive. Hey. After returning home, the blind boy began studying on his own. In early October, Zhou Rong came to the Chen family to discuss having the blind boy go to the Zhou family to study together with Zhou Jibai. That day, the blind boy noticed that Zhou Jibai always wanted to outdo him. If he memorized 10 sentences, Zhou Jibai would insist on memorizing 11. If he was told to write 5 sheets of calligraphy, Zhou Jibai would write 6. So, in order not to embarrass the transmigrator, the blind boy not only memorized but also wrote out more than Zhou Jibai, pushing himself so hard that he felt dazed and muddled all day long. You little rascal, give Jibai a break. He had only been sleeping 2 hours a night for several nights in a row, and even Mr. Liu had recently been running low on energy. Lessons that were supposed to take 5 days were now finished in just 2. He wanted to resign, but I managed to persuade him to stay. He insisted on competing with me. Other transmigrators have already made their mark, and here I am still studying. If I were to lose to a child, wouldn't the other transmigrators laugh their heads off if they found out? Reciting 12 or 13 lines a day is enough. If you have spare time, just practice your calligraphy more. Just make sure Jibai doesn't find out, and that's all there is to it. Alright then, that day, Chen Daoshou came to the Zhou residence, wanting to take someone home for a family gathering. As soon as he entered the courtyard, he saw Madame Zhou coming out carrying a bowl of chicken soup. He even greeted her saying, "Auntie, is there some good news? How did you know your cousin is going to study at the Gao Clan Academy? I specially stewed a chicken to nourish him." What do I know about the Gao clan? You'll just end up crying, you'll see. At this moment, Chen Deifu walked out from inside the house, hands clasped behind his back, looking every bit the old scholar. Third brother, as your elder brother, let me tell you, you need to look ahead in life. Don't keep staring at what's behind you. If we brothers want to send a Ren in as well, just say the word. Chen Deishou was tempted, so he pulled the blind man back into the house to discuss it with Madame Liu. Even with the 2 of them as witnesses, we only have 15 taels on hand. If we hand over 10 taels, the remaining 5 taels probably won't even be enough to pay the tuition and buy brushes, ink, paper and inkstones. What are we supposed to do after that? Father and mother, Gao Shilang has already lost the emperor's favor, and the Gao Clan Academy is no longer a good place to go. Apart from Gao Shilang, the Gao family still has several officials in the court, so their family status is still high. Fortunately, you didn't enter officialdom, you're just too kind-hearted. Gao Shilang is the pillar of the Gao family. The others only rely on his protection. Now that Gao Shilang has fallen, those officials' positions will be targeted. They won't be able to hold onto them for long. So the Gao family is just going to fall like this? The emperor doesn't like them. It all depends on whether his faction can still protect him. A month later, the Gao Clan's academy launched a massive recruitment drive, poaching all the top students from the various academies in the county, and even the teacher who taught Xia Ren was recruited. As a result, Xia Ren returned home again. On this day, Xia Ren finally finished studying the application section of the Analects, and Ming Zhu once again took Madame Lu to the county town.
All they did was let them browse some books at the academy and rest with some tea. Yet they act as if they owe them a tremendous favor. In the future, if any of them pass the imperial exams, the return they expect is far more than just a few books. It's so hard for children from poor families to pursue their studies. Even with my skill in painting, it's barely enough to support my education. Hey, is this time's drawing about the romance of the 3 kingdoms or about a female demon? These characters are from the Analects. What's Analects? I've designed a little story for each saying of the sage, and all the dialogues are in everyday language, with the aim of ultimately revealing the sage's words. After reading the story, and then seeing the sage's words at the end, it becomes much easier to understand. Sending children to study. Parents always hope their sons will become successful. I've collected all these kinds of books, so bring out the rest of the scrolls as well, so we can print them all together. Brother Meng truly has a talent for business. I have a feeling this book could sell over 100 copies. Hey, in the blink of an eye, it's already the 2nd month. The county exam is approaching, and you can hear the sound of reading everywhere. At times like this, the book temples are bustling, and Xia Ren has also received books sent by Zhou Rong stories from the Analects that he illustrated himself. Even scholars have to pull strings to get a copy of this book. Could it really be that popular?
The master already advised you not to send Qingwei to the Gao family academy, but you wouldn't listen. Fine, but how can you blame our master for this?
If someone really wanted to advise me, they should have told me everything they knew. He didn't say a single word to me. Just watched as our Qingwei jumped into the fire pit. What could I possibly know? Last year, you were all determined to have the blind one take the Gao family academy exam. Why didn't you send him in the end? Did Master Chu say something to you?
Qingwei is the eldest uncle. If you want to blame someone for sending him to the Gao family academy, you should blame yourself, uncle.
People strive to move up in life. How is that my fault?
My father tried to stop you again and again, telling you not to push Qingwei into the fire pit. Do you really think my father couldn't stand to see you do well? If that's not being stubborn, then what is? Even after the family split, no one could stop you, uncle. Isn't it you who brought harm to Qingwei? If I were uncle, I would do everything I could to get Chen Qingwei out of the Gao family academy, so he doesn't get in any deeper and ruin his whole life.
Big brother looks down on me and won't listen to what I say. But Qingwei is still my nephew, so I'll say it once more. Listen to Aren and leave the Gao family academy as soon as possible.
After Chen Deifu left, Madame Lu tidied up the house, and Chen Deisho led the blind man out into the courtyard. The Gao family academy really can't be attended anymore. Did something happen to uncle's family? Qingwei failed the county exam. Not only that, but none of the students from the Gao family academy passed the exam. That's really ruthless. Maybe you can still attend, but we're farmers when trouble comes. We should stay far away, or else we'll be crushed to dust. Yes, when someone falls, someone else will rise. Don't let it affect you. Focus on your studies. You don't need to worry too much about making money for the family. Dad doesn't make as much money as I do.
Don't think your father only knows how to farm. After the spring plowing is done, I'll go to the docks to carry sacks. I can earn 30 coins a day.
I sold my paintings for 10 taels last month.
Next time, leave your old man a little dignity. Haha. That day, Zhou Rong found another teacher for the blind man and took him along with Ji Bai to meet the person.
It's spring plowing season and I'm really busy. If the two of them are willing, they can come work in the fields with me.
In the days that followed, the two of them went to help Master Yang every day, from transplanting rice seedlings to planting corn and soybeans. A month later, Scholar Zhou finally came to Master Yang's house again. How have those two children been doing?
Both of them can endure hardship. They're persistent and determined, and they don't try to slack off or cut corners. They're quite good. I will accept these two as my disciples.
Then I will entrust the two of them to you, Master Yang.
You're just a teacher at the Gao clan school. If you want to withdraw, it's not too late. Why be so persistent about this?
Back then, when my parents passed away, all our family assets were seized by relatives, and I couldn't afford the tuition. I almost had to give up my studies. Master Gao took pity on me and convinced the Gao family to waive my tuition. He even paid monthly for my brushes, ink, paper, and gave me food. That's why I am who I am today. I owe the Gao family a debt. Could I withdraw now?
I will make sure to teach the two of them well.
Then let me congratulate you in advance on accepting two outstanding disciples. My only son is no less talented than I am, and as for Yang, in both skill and perception, he is the most gifted person I have ever met in my life. If I was not unable to protect them, I would definitely not be willing to hand them over to you.
Although Zhou Rong appears calm and gentle, he is actually quite aloof and proud. Ordinary people don't even catch his attention. Yet these two children are held in such high regard by him.
From this day on, the blind man and Ji Bai officially became disciples under Master Yang. Master Yang is a man of great learning. In his lectures, he draws on many references and interweaves classical allusions, making his classes lively and fascinating. The two of them listened with great interest, never finding it the least bit dull. It wasn't until one day, half a year later, that a servant from the Zhou family burst into the courtyard.